and welcome back to another lovely live stream with me, a girl named Bob, here on Twitch TV, once again streaming in real life. Oh my god, this is technically a back-to-back streams of me eating things to entertain the internet. It is now 1:50 in the morning on October 23rd, 2024. My last stream was the ghost pepper stream, where I showed off my homegrown ghost peppers and I ate one. And update on that situation. So it was perfectly fine during the stream. That burn lasted for an entire 24 hours. That was bad. My kidneys, my liver, all internal organs were just inflamed for like 24. It was just like, is my appendix rupturing? Am I going to die? It's like, no, it's just too spicy, you stupid idiot. So they're still not harvested yet, so what I've decided to do with the ghost peppers is I am going to brine them, which is pickling, and I'm going to do, I found a recipe that I want to follow. I bought me a bag of habaneros to mix with them to balance out the heat. I thought about getting cayenne peppers too, but I can't really find those anywhere, so it's like, whatever. As long as I have habanero and ghost peppers, I'm going to be fine. So 1 liter water and 1 ounce of salt mixture per, things. And then I'm going to mason jars those bitches and let them just soak for like 3 fucking months. And then it's blender time, baby. Ugh. I am so excited for the hot sauce. I am just... But yes, they're still not harvest yet. I'm going to be hoping to do that within like the... If not before Halloween, then probably the first week of November. They're still new. They're still fruiting. The 2 plants that produce fruit, there's another batch of peppers coming in. It's like, okay, I'm not going to complain about that. And they're coming in fast now. It's like, Jesus Christ, these beasts of bushes. Bush beast. I'm going with that. But anyways, so... That's what I have going on with the update to the ghost peppers, and I'm super excited. So, today, it's been like a week or so since the last time I streamed. I wanted to stream in between, but I've done a lot of things. A lot of IRL stuff happened. I'm just... story times. So, I still need to talk about Mr. Beast more, but that situation, it just keeps getting worse. It's just, you go from the fucking diddlers... You go to the fucking fake lotteries. Now you got the fucking lunchly mold incidents. It just keeps getting worse. It's just, oh, God. And then I still want to just scream about Second Wind, but say la vie. I'll get to that at some point, if not tonight. That'll probably be a video game stream, like an Isaac update stream. So those 2 I'll probably talk about during one of those, but the things that I need to talk about is Uzumaki finished, and we must discuss that. My IRL stuff, which has been mainly medical, not in the way you think it is. Wait, just buckle on up and just come on a ride and see what I've been going through for like the past fucking week. That includes human and animal. And then, so Uzumaki, real life, YouTube bullshit. Oh, YouTube bullshit that I've been doing science for. I'm gonna be talking about my latest YouTube channel, the things that have been going on with that, with shorts and doing video game footage, just to have aesthetically playing in the background of environments found in video games. It's been really interesting. And then also checking out shorts with an established partnered channel to see how that one's just... I'm gonna get to those results. Don't worry about it. We're sciencing the shit out of this. And then, I got some stuff to show off in real life. And then the main event, I got me the Dunkin Halloween bucket Munchkins. The Dunkin Munchkin Halloween Boo bucket. Yes, this is... We'll get to that. I'm gonna put it right here. Now it's here. Now it's here. There it is. There's the bad boy. So that will be the last thing I show off, and then I'll show this off, and then we'll get into story times. But I don't want to have sticky fucking fingers like a child while I handle these other things. So let's talk about stories. All right. First one, simple, easy peasy. So I was like, oh man, I really wish I had things to put into my dollar store, $1.25 ceramic pumpkin in. Oh my God, would you look at that? It's filled with treats. It's a little bucket. It's a little boo bucket. eye got a little funked up, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. He's doing great. I'll show them off a bit more in detail once I put down the glass ceramic, breakable object. Then this is just a normal jack-o'-lantern sans cat. And then I got me a ghost with a fucking witch's hat. Whoa. Okay. So let me explain. So it has been outrageously beautiful weather for late October, mid to late October. And the past, I want to say week, it's been like shooting up to like the 70s and then dropping right back down into the 30s at night. And it's been demolishing my bones, which is another reason why I haven't been streaming too much, because it's just like getting hit by a car every single night, getting shattered. But during the day, I've been doing a lot of like, farms and just I'm getting my Halloween in regardless. I knew that dream was a premonition, being like, yo, haters are going to come up in your grill and try to ruin your good times, and I ain't having none of that. We'll get to that in a bit. So anyways, I've been doing basically Halloween for 2 months, mind you, but now it's the important days. It's the final week before Halloween shows up. And there was this one pumpkin farm that I like going to that advertise like, oh shit, we got these things in here. So there's straw caps that you put onto your straw, reusable straws, and then you can just put them down like that to make sure nothing gets into your drink. So they're just little tiny plastic straw toppers, and they're cute as shit, and I could not resist it. And then there's the kitty cat. Fun fact is the lady at the reception, because I was like, oh, this is where they are, because they were at the cashier's counter, so that, the people can just walk up and steal them, easily, compared to the other, like, stuff that they had, bigger purchase products. And so these are at the counter, and I'm looking through. I found the ghost, I found the pumpkins. I'm like, oh, I gotta look for a black cat. And the lady all of a sudden pulled out a secret stash of the black cats from behind the counter. And was like, I was saving these up for myself. I'm like, I respect the grind. And it took a while. I'm like, if you want the cats, you can have the cats. Because she's like, I've already bought 3, but I can. It's like, listen, you work here. You've earned this, all right? You want that? And she's like, okay, have the cats. I'm like, okay, I'll take the cat. And then got me a little pumpkin. I love jack-o'-lanterns so much. And then I could not say no to the bootleg McDonald's fucking classic pumpkin Halloween bucket, which is one of the only Halloween buckets I don't have from the McDonald's collection. I was hoping to get that this year, McDonald's. You really dropped the ball, Mackie D's. The fucking... You brought in Trump as a fry line cook, but you couldn't do the normal fucking buckets this year. Instead, you like fucking outsourced your designs to like what kind of designs do you want that the kids are really into, that can be used for everyone and have absolutely no fucking aesthetically pleasing aspects to them whatsoever. I am gonna tear into those buckets when the time is right, okay? But anyways, I finally got my pumpkin. I got the witch. I got the ghost pumpkin, or the ghost McDonald's Happy Meal bucket is one of my favorites too. And then the witch. I don't think I have the old school monster. I got the new vampire one from last year. But I don't have a classic, this pumpkin in specific. The only pumpkin ones I have are the ones that are the spooky skeleton ones. But I love the classic pumpkin jack-o'-lantern. So that's my haul. And they're going back into their pumpkin. Let's go. We take those dubs. Get in there. Just get in there. Don't ask questions. Just get in there. So that's... Oh, no. Just... Oh, you gotta make room. Oh. Okay. They're fine. They're okay. Got me this sweet fucking... bookmark that's made out of metal. Would you like to save your private? So bootleg, don't worry about it, it's okay. It's just drop shipping trash, but it's fine. Yo Sparky, why are you screaming? Birds aren't real. Anyways, so if you guys remember, whenever the hell last time I talked about, probably on the Ghost Pepper stream, but maybe before then on the Elden Ring streams, is I've been trying to get the fucking Jason Schreier released fucking brand new book that he did, an expose of the entire Blizzard studio history called Play Nice. And again, went back to Barnes & Noble for a second time. They still didn't have it. Okay, gotta go to bed. Are you sure? Are you sure that you can't stick around for your treats? Just nothing but tricks? I don't know about that, Sparky. That seems kind of like a scrub move. You haven't even seen the fucking Munchkins yet. God. So anyways, I go back to Barnes & Noble, and I'm like, is this book here yet? And they're like, no, people have been asking for it, but it's not here yet. It's like, okay, well, put my name on a waiting list to call me when it comes in stock, and I get no calls, and then eventually, finally, the time has come for Volume 4 of the Elden Ring manga. So I went back to Barnes & Noble, and they had the Elden Ring manga in stock, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna check the video game section just in case, and guess what was there? Guess what was there? You want to guess what was finally in stock? What was finally in stock? Do you want to know? It was. They did indeed have Play Nice, but that book is $30 fucking because it's a hardcover and there's no fucking paperback option, and it's brand new. And it's like, okay, I see it. This cost $13. I will get the Play Nice book later when it's probably at Target when it's like $20 instead of 30. And it's also like, so the past week I had to get Twinkie, I had to take him to the vet because he's been acting really like, under the weather. And it's like, well, my 16-year-old cat needs some medical evaluations to make sure that he's like functioning well. So take Twinkie to the vet. What I was worried that was a urinary infection, like what killed Blondie back during the pandemic, because urinary blockages in male cats are pretty deadly. And it's like, oh god, what's going on here? He's lethargic and all that, but it's still his funky ears are constantly infected. So we did a whole blood work. They did urinary. He's doing fine. His blood results clean. He has to have the fucking bacterial drops put in his ear, and they're finally starting to reduce. He's doing much better, but thankfully it's nothing urinary. But the bill was $300 fucking. So I guess I'm just not buying that book right now when I can get my manga for $13. Oh, this year the cats and vet bills have cost me $600, and it's just like, I love you, you little bastards. And then everything else that's been going on with the water heaters, the plumbing. This week I took advantage of the nice weather to work on more stuff with the property, painting the fence, clear coating it, all that shit. And it's just like, god damn, it just never ends. Never fucking ends! But we're getting to the hibernation point, so it's gonna be fine. Unfortunately, you are employed. Damn it, Sparky! Damn it! Well, thank you for stopping by. Remember, you better get like 30 pounds of potatoes for Halloween. You are now an employed adult. You have responsibilities to make sure those trick-or-treaters get the finest rustic potatoes. You should buy Yukon Gold, some boiling salt potatoes, just your normal rustic, maybe a sweet potato here and there, maybe those purple ones. You have to have an entire spread of potatoes for the kids to pick now, okay? Now you have to up your game from last year. Last year, it was just potato. This year, Potato Empire. It's gonna be fine. Just throw in a turnip there. Just to mix things up, okay? Just root vegetables. It's gonna be fine. Maybe an onion. Onions work too. But, yeah, so, I had to deal with the vet bills and all that stuff. Had to deal with all the other things. So, yes, I have not gotten the Play Nice book yet, but while I was there at the Barnes & Noble, I did skip directly to the opening of the Bobby Kotick chapter, and so far, I very much want that book. That fucking ghoul of a man, Jesus Christ. So anyways, I did get the Elden Ring. I haven't read it yet. I'll probably won't have time to read it until like next week. So that's my little birthday treat. I can't believe I'm almost 35 as well. That's the thing, is like, it's Halloween, Day of the Dead, voting, 35. That's too much in 2 weeks, okay? It's too much. I'm so tired. And then Thanksgiving, and then nothing but Christmas for like 3 years straight. So, the weather's been great. I've been getting stuff done. And then all of a sudden, medical bullshit just comes out of nowhere. I am perfectly fine. My health is doing great. But all of a sudden, out of the blue, I get a call from my psych's office saying, "Excuse me, please call back, very urgent." I'm like, uh-oh, what's going on here? And so eventually I called them back, and I had to ask specifically for one secretary in particular. Now, my entire medical history, up until the past 2 years, I've always had directly there. I didn't have to deal with, like, big operations of, like, the medical health, like, facilities. It's always been, like, private practices, but then they don't take, health insurance. And that's why I had to find a new psych anyways, is because she wouldn't take my health care. Had her since the beginning, but, like, I can't afford, like, $200 for a half hour, So eventually I find someone who does take my health insurance. It's a part of a clinic. The doctor's on their roster, takes my health insurance, fine. So I've been seeing this guy for, like, 2 years. And I even talked about in one of the past streams how I want to bring up the fact that I would like to try the new schizophrenic medication that came up on the market recently, but I want to wait until next year to try that, but I haven't had a chance to talk to him since then. And so I call up the medical clinic, and I'm like, "Okay, so what's going on?" I'm like, because they're like, "You need to call about your next scheduled appointment because there's a conflict." And it's like, "Okay, well, is he just going out for vacations, family emergencies, stuff like that? I don't know." So I call them up. I'm like, "Oh, yeah, you called me?" And they're like, "Yeah, your doctor no longer works here." It's like, what? And they're like, "Yeah, so you're gonna be going to this new lady. You're gonna be her patient." And I'm like, "Does she take my health insurance?" And they're like, yeah. And then I'm like trying to ask questions, and clearly this secretary has been dealing with shit the entire day. Like, I'm one of the last people to call her before she's done. She's been calling up this guy's client list, being like, "Yeah, he's no longer here." And when you're dealing in the mental health field of of the entire grand scheme of medical care, you're dealing with quite possibly more than above average, unhinged and unstable patients. So I feel like some of those patients did not take the news very well. So anyways, I'm like, "So what happened to him?" She's like, "I don't know." I'm like, "Oh, that can only mean a few things. Either best case scenario, he left the practice. Worst case scenario, you might have yourself, I don't know, a P. Diddy thing going on. You really don't need that." I'm just like, please, God, no. There's just not today. So anyways, I've got a new psych that I'm going to be meeting, and my appointment didn't change. It's just my doctor has changed. And then finally I have the time, and that took a while to get through. It's like, okay, what do I got to do? What's going on? And that was a whole thing. And so I was dealing with that for like a couple of days. And then finally confirmed that I am this lady's patient. She takes my health care. Everything's going to work out that way. And then I decide to look her up. And she's a holistic healer. So we'll see how that works out. I have a feeling, thank goodness, I was not like, "I need the schizophrenic medication now." It's just like, can I at least get my meds included with my amethyst stone? So we'll see how that works out. Son of a bitch. And then out of morbid curiosity, I'm like, do I want to see what happened to this guy? What's going on? And thankfully, it was choice that, yeah, he did leave. He actually moved a lot closer to where I could actually go visit him if I wanted to keep being his patient and stuff like that. But he does not take insurance, and he's now charging $200 an hour. It's like, cool. So now I have to navigate these new waters, and it's just like, I'm going to be 35. And so that's been a lot this past week. That's been... I don't want to talk about it anymore. I have just been emotionally, physically, spiritually, just multi-dimensional. The multiverse just shattered across all dimensions, okay? All planes and fields of existence, just, it's fine. But I have been doing a lot of stuff offline that I've been very happy to finally get done. A lot of the video stuff that I've been working on. But that is the main story time for showing off things. So now it is the Dunkin' Donuts Boo Bucket mukbang, because then I can tell other stories. So let's go. Now I can have sticky fingers. Oh, they do smell good. So this past weekend, Dunkin' released the Halloween Munchkin bucket edition. And I wanted to get this on what, like Friday or Saturday, but I couldn't make it to any of the Dunkins around here. And we got a shit ton of Dunkins. They're all over the fucking Northeast. Like there's probably more Dunkins around here than there's like Taco Bells. It's like one of the biggest franchises for New York. It's crazy. It's not that good. So anyways, it probably almost has the same amount of Dunkins as there are Starbucks around here, which is too many. Too fucking many. So, this year, Dunkin decided to release a Munchkin Halloween Boo Bucket. And let me get it out of the light so you can like see the details. So, you got the little skeleton guy. Get the little skeleton guy. You got the Frankenstein and the pumpkin. You got the ghost, you got the witch, and it goes all the way around. Pumpkins, the mummy, skeleton guy. And it's not a graphic that can peel off. It's right into the plastic, so very nice. You don't have to worry about that getting scrubbed off over years of use. No beds during Mercury retrograde, only tuning forks. That's what, you say that as a joke. Reality is nothing to laugh at. It's already as absurd as it gets. So, the base thing of the bucket, and you can actually just buy these for $2 by going into the Dunkin' Donuts. You don't have to buy them with the Munchkins, but I did get it with the Munchkins because why wouldn't I? It's fucking donuts. So, you can get the bucket just for $2, but for me, I got the Munchkins and the bucket, and it was $16, and it's like, okay. So, and then you have the top, which has a really nice moon and bat with stars. I like that a lot. The top is actually really nice. However, if you notice, it has holes for like straps in order to be held. This one did not come with it. And it's like, okay. And also the bucket doesn't actually like seal close shut. There's nothing on here to keep it closed to actually attach to. And the bucket doesn't actually stay, the top just comes right off. It's just a lid. It's more of like to cut it. If they do close and stay closed, I did not get one of those buckets. The bucket I got does not stay closed, like lock in, and it did not come with the straps. The straps I don't really care about because you can just get like, it's already notched in. You could just get some like zip ties, or if you want to be really cool, you could just put like a chain around here and then like put a strap over it, and you got yourself a Dunkin' purse. Boom, you did it. Fucking nice. Just saying, throwing out some DIY ideas. But the graphics are really nice. The pumpkin bucket is big. Where was this made? It does not say where it was made. Let me try under this. Maybe it's at the bottom. It might be. But I don't see any imprints or stamping from the inside. All it says is Lawrence, Massachusetts, but that's Dunkin' headquarters. So I don't know where these are made. The Halloween buckets, the Boo buckets from McDonald's, those are made in America. They're made in Illinois. I have no idea where this fucker came from. But it's nice. They did put some good effort into it, but unfortunately, my bucket did not get was not completed in the whole overall aesthetics, and the lid isn't really functional. It's more aesthetic. I don't really mind, because the thing is, this bucket of 2024 blows the fucking Halloween Boo buckets out of the water. Because it's like, I was not going to buy any of those Boo buckets. Those designs are so bland and so boring and so... You can tell they spent millions of dollars trying to focus test group of like, oh, you can have your kids have these kind of designs and it's for everybody. And it's like, just stick with like the monsters are so boring. There is nothing iconic about them except that you just can barely remember them. The only one that sticks out to me is the white variant with the yellow eyes, because it looks like an owl. The other ones just look like trash. Like, they're just so... They're like the corporate sterilized designs that you see for, like, Grubhub or Facebook, those, I forget the term for that type of corporate just generic designs, because I hate it so much, where it's just, there's no thought or care or fun put into it. It just feels so artificial and forced. And you know what? At least this year, I, as an adult, do not need to go into the McDonald's drive-thru and say, I would like one Happy Meal for me, and only me. Now, to be fair, this bucket did come with 50 count of Munchkins. You can do a mix and match, but I only got the glaze because yum yum. And the only ones that this Dunkin had was the glaze, the Halloween one, which is a pumpkin donut, and I didn't want that. And then they had the jelly, and it's like, no, I don't want that. It's you either go glaze or chocolate glaze. That's it. Not even the powdered sugar, just glaze or chocolate. That's all you get. So you get a 50 count of the Munchkins, and I did pay attention to the caloric intake value that's on the index that libertarians, this one trick will make libertarians hate you, and that's knowing what you're eating. I looked down, and one Munchkin is 100 calories, well, technically 90, but let's round up just for mathematical, convenience. So one of these donut holes is 100 calories, all right? So that means this entire bucket is 5,000 calories. So I may not be getting a child's Happy Meal, but I'm getting the same caloric intake. Oh, burn, got him. That's not even really a joke. That's kind of way too close to home. That's just... But yes, so at least I got one happy time tchotchke out of this entire event. Now, I did just see on Twitter before starting the stream that the new Gladiator 2 fucking goddamn collector's edition popcorn bucket will have a QR code so that you can see gladiators fighting in the bottom of your bucket by holding your phone up to it. And it's like, how is the popcorn bucket industry getting so many technological advancements? Why is this happening? It all started with the Dune bucket. Everyone's like, man, I want that sand vagina worm. I want to eat my popcorn right out of that thing. It's just been an uphill, just skyrocketing. Granted, I do know that Disney World and Disney in general has been kind of like going nuts with their custom popcorn buckets, and now it's becoming mainstream of making buckets like fun and silly. I like that, but like, do we really need QR gladiators fucking fighting in the bottom of your bin? What the hell? That's like fucking Harry Potter levels of like the portraits coming to life in those. It's just weird. That's so weird. We could be curing cancer. Now shut the fuck up and eat your popcorn, you idiot. But I do like them. They're pretty nice. So, I mean, this is like a label that is steamed onto the plastic, because you can see the seam right here. Let me hold this up so I can show. You can see right here. Let me tilt it. This little nub does not line up there. And it's the same thing down here. See that whole seam? So it was a label that then got pressed onto the plastic. Like, whoa. So you get the bucket, okay? And then you put the label on, and then you heat that bitch up, and boom, it stays. But it will not, like, get scratched off from, like, going in the sink and being washed or anything like that. I don't recommend probably putting it into a dishwasher, but I've never used a dishwasher in my life because that is devil magic. So, 50 count Munchkins of your choosing. I chose all glaze for mine. That's at 5,000 buckets of calories and happy fun times. And I did not have to eat chicken nuggets. 10 out of 10. Even though it's missing the strap and all that, it's still functional. I mean, you could just put like a nail in there and just do it like that. It's DIY fun. It's fine. So, and I also really do like the top, because that was the problem I was having with the past 2 years of McDonald's lids, is them being those weird like things that stop up here, but they're not the removable lids. I very much appreciate a removable lid that also has cutouts. So that's pretty cool. You can put a light in here after you clean it out, and then it can glow. You can repurpose this bucket for a lot of things, which is nice. It's very it's repurposeful, but it's very synapses going. It's fine. It's very multifunctional. Let's put it that way. So yeah, I like how it came out. I don't know why I didn't get the straps with it, but I think this is actually, with no fucking any type of sarcasm, pure legitimately think this is the first time I personally have ever bought donuts from Dunkin' Donuts. I've eaten Dunkin' Donuts throughout my life, but because people already had them where I was, you know, that type of thing, like if it's at parties or offices or school functions, like if someone brings the Dunkin' Donuts, I'll eat them. But at no point in my life have I ever just been like, damn, bro, I really want some Dunkin' Donuts. And I think I've maybe bought like Dunkin' Donuts coffee like maybe 3 times at most in my life. Like, because when I was in college and I was drinking franchise coffees, it was always Starbucks. So, like, I barely am considered anywhere near on the Richter scale of being a normal Dunkin' fucking enjoyer connoisseur. But if they keep releasing like nice little buckets like this, it's a nice little treat. Their donuts aren't bad, but they're also, you know, if listen, I get my donuts fresh made from local diners. All right, until you've had an Amish made fucking proof or cake donut the size of your fucking head just covered in homemade glaze, you haven't lived. Those are my options. Therefore, I don't need Dunkin'. But Dunkin's not a bad choice. Like, Krispy Kreme's disgusting. I don't know how people those things are like eating goddamn fucking paper towels. Tissue paper, I should say. Paper towels have way more fucking fiber to them than the Krispy Kreme donut. God, the Krispy Kreme is just bad. I'm gonna shit on Krispy Kreme now. Fine. So anyways, yeah, I'm not a normal Dunkin' customer. I'm not anywhere near on their normal like graph of like consumer base, but like, damn, you make a Halloween bucket, I'm going out there. I'm going out there. I'm going to get my bucket and now I can do this stream. So hooray. Now, as you can see, there's not too many Dunkins left. I did buy this yesterday, but I did not eat like 4,000 calories. I gave half of the bucket to my parents so that they could have a nice treat. And then I did do a little bit of snacking here and there since yesterday and now. And now it's time to eat. What's left here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. I want to say around 16. So 1,600 calories worth of Munchkins. Much more reasonable, okay? And I may not be a sweet person, like, for candies, but damn, you give me donuts, you give me fucking cakes and pastries like that, that's my go-to. So let's get the Munchkin time. It's fine. It's fine. Ah, it's pretty good. Happy Halloween! Woo! But yes, Twinkie is now in perfect shape. I've gotten my doctor stuff resolved for the time being. Fingers crossed. And now, it's Halloween time. Oh. I'm already getting congested by eating the donuts on stream. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's okay. So yeah, 2 back-to-back food-based streams. This is my content now. I hope you guys enjoy the new format. Here we go. But it feels kind of nice not having to support McDonald's for your seasonal bullshit. So I'm liking that. I like the variety of choice to choose from. Because the thing is, if Dunkin' didn't come out with a fucking Hail Mary saving grace fucking play, I would have just, there was a chance that I possibly could have had one of those ugly ass 2024 Mackie D fucking children's Happy Meal buckets in this household. I don't need that cursed item in here. There's too many cursed tomes in here already. I'm looking at Ninja's Get Good book right now. That's 2 cursed. Dilbert's downstairs. 2 cursed. Those buckets are bad. So, no chicken nuggets for me. Thank God. I'm an adult. But like, so this is probably going to be my last stream until next week, because like this Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, everything that is Halloween related, whether it's parties, activities, they're all going down now. Even though Halloween's not until not this Thursday, but the Thursday after, everyone's doing their Halloween parties this weekend. So, I'm gonna have fun. Especially after the Uzumaki fucking final release. I need some donuts, and then we're gonna talk about Uzumaki, and then we're gonna talk about YouTube. These are addicting. Like, again, Dunkin' Donuts is fine. They're not atrocious, but I have so many other options, and that's the thing. Is if you don't have any other options, then, it's a good donut chain. Not sponsored. I did not get these for free. Now, I don't know how many buckets they're getting for this, each franchise is getting for this event, because it's probably going to last from now until Halloween or until supplies run out. When I went into the Dunkin', they had a couple stacked up, but it didn't seem like there was too many. So I don't know how many people are, A, buying it for the donuts or just buying the buckets as collector's items. So I have no idea how long these are going to be in stock or available for customers to buy. But I knew I wanted to make sure that I got it within, like, the first weekend of a release, because starting next weekend, odds are they'll probably will be sold out. Like, that's just the realistic, name of the game is Dunkin' Donuts did not make, like, 50 billion of these just to be like, yo, let's not sell out of our stock before Halloween. No, they made enough to make a profit and to sell during the Halloween spirit. Then everything's Christmas. As soon as November 1st comes around, Mariah Carey's just gonna go, and it's like, it's not even Day of the Dead yet. Get away, get out of here. It's already full Christmas in Michael's. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I would like to eat the donuts. Yeah, there's no maiden. It just says Massachusetts Lawrence. But that is the Dunkin' headquarters, so I don't know. I'm gonna look it up. It doesn't say anywhere at all that I can see. Also, I'd like to point out, these are very simple and readable graphic design characters that have personality and, like, just, they're easy to read, they're festive, they're nice, they're clean, well executed. The McDonald's redesigned characters for those buckets are just, somehow they're chaotic, they're cluttered, they're too clean, they're too sterile. They're not fun or attractive. They don't give off any sense of like, this is a Halloween bucket. It's just like, I don't know what the fuck goddamn design firm they hired, but don't hire them again. Holy shit. Like, all you had to do is make a mummy, okay, a skeleton, a pumpkin, a Frankenstein, and a ghost and a witch, and maybe a Dracula. That's like it. That's all you need to get a home run. Damn. McDonald's buckets got beat in the fourth quarter. Damn. And the thing is, the design for the McDonald's Boo Buckets this year got released super early, like several months in advance before Halloween was confirmed. And I'm like, no, this can't be right. I was in complete and utter like doubt, like the stages of grief. Like, no, this is just a ruse. Okay, this is an out of season April Fool's joke. This can't be what they're deciding on. And then out of nowhere, with the clutch, boom, you get the Munchkin bucket. Now I know Burger King is doing an Addams Family inspired themes like Whopper and fries deals, like a combo deal and stuff like that. And then you got Wendy's doing the SpongeBob thing, but it's just a fucking Whopper, and it's just a fucking normal Wendy's fucking square burger, and like none of it seems like themed at all besides slapping some SpongeBob on there. And like, this is just Wendy's. At least this is festively accurate. So I 10 out of 10. Even without the handles, 10 out of 10. I can add those real quick. Now, I did see, because when I was Googling to see if there was any more information on the buckets, like how long are they staying? Are they at every location? Stuff like that. And you get the pop-ups of like the influencers who are sponsored by Dunkin to promote their stuff, and they got their perfect little kids and their perfect little family. They got the strap on their bucket, and they got the whole assortment of all the donuts. Like, cool. But like, to be fair, not that different from the product advertised, okay? It's not like you get the big fake, completely manufactured to be aesthetically pleasing Big Mac, advertisements, and then you open up the fucking package of the hamburger and just like maybe 2 slices of bread and just meat just smashed through a fucking, like they drove over it kind of thing. So, honest advertising, I'll take it. I got me 50 Munchkins. The bucket's nice. Missing its handles. Think this does not have any type of connector to keep the lid attached. It's just more there to just be a cover instead of an actual lid. Which is weird. It really is kind of weird, but like, alright. But it's not a deal breaker, let's put it that way. McDonald's buckets were a deal breaker. Last year, I'd like to remind everybody, I went through 3 McDonald's through 2 different counties in New York to get what I did. I ain't proud of that. But you know what? I must constantly be reminded of my sins. I must atone. Okay? Never forgive, never forget. There's like 4 left in here. Oh, this is gonna be fun to clean out. There's just glaze everywhere. Chat, you want a donut? Who here wants a donut? Raise your hand. Who wants a pizza roll? Chat, come on. I'm so sticky. Chris, yeah, Faces Sailor, you've been Ohio rizzed way too much. You're deep. You're deep in enemy territory. I can't help you. There's no helping you now. If you're saying Krispy Kreme is better than Dunkin'. I'm sorry, fam. That just ain't Cash Money Gucci. Just a lost fucking cause at this point. I'm sorry, bro. Krispy Kreme is shit. They're so bad. So, fun fact, since we're talking about Dunkin' Donuts. The only thing Dunkin' is known for is its donuts and Ben Affleck. Now, in my family, there are professional gamblers. And I've told this story before, but not in a long time. So let me refresh everybody's memory. Is one of my relatives is a high stakes gambler, including poker, statisticians, just sports betting their entire life, nonstop. And they do play the big fucking stakes, high stakes level poker, where it's like you're gonna need some money to get into those things. And those attract the rich and famous. Fun fact. No one in Las Vegas or in any casino ever looks forward to Ben Affleck walking through those doors. That guy is apparently just one of the most obnoxious, just completely self-centered sons of bitches to just be around. Like, he is just too much Ben Affleck. You think Ben Affleck is just like a self-centered just jackass? Up that by like 50,000 when he's at the poker tables. It's wild. No one in the gambling scene likes being with him at the table. It was wicked hot. Oh my god, he has so many of the demand. He is a drama queen. Listen, when you have the type of back tattoo that Ben Affleck has to deny that is real, it was just a prank, bro, but it is real. You get what you get. I was in that. I totally wasn't carried by fucking goddamn Matt Damon or nothing. We're at the last one. 1,500 calories. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's go. Yum. Yeah, Ben Affleck sucks. Or so I've heard. Allegedly. Speculation. I don't know. I've never met the guy. I'm not playing like $20,000 buy-in hand, so you know, it's fun. Okay. I wonder why his wives keep leaving him. I don't know. It's wild. It's wild. It's a mystery that'll never be solved. Oh, this is fine. Oh, I instantly got diabetes from that bucket. Nice. Oh. Dude, I spent the entire fucking day painting like 20 feet of fence with clear coat. I need my calories. And then I just took an old man nap for like 6 hours and now I'm here. So now I've earned it. That's how you do things. That fence is such a pain in the ass too. God, but I'm almost done with it. Because it's called home maintenance, you fool. You absolute swine, you peasant. Why you gotta do the things to keep your home value up? I don't know. Just wait until it just gets toppled over by an act of God. It'll be fine, don't worry about it. Why are you doing things? Why are you doing stuff? Why you gotta clean shit up? I mean, I could do an Asmongold, but he got rid of the racism by doing the bare minimum of cleaning up his sink in his living room, okay? Racism cured. Racism over. Obama couldn't do it, but Asmongold did it. And that's all I'm going to say about that, because that whole fucking thing is just so fucking stupid. Like, just getting exposed to that type of goddamn just stupidity is just like... Weird flex, bro, but cool. All over the cups. It's fine. Alright. So, what else? Uzumaki. We need to talk about Uzumaki. I cannot move on with my life until we move past Uzumaki. So, episode 1 came out. Perfect. Flawless. Perfection. Just. And then episode 2 came out. It's like, oh, I might do spoilers now, but I'm going to try not to. I'm going to try to make this vague and only talk about the technical standpoints. I still recommend people to watch the anime, at least episode 1. and be like, oh, okay, maybe skip episode 2 and go to 3 and 4. But I mean, you gotta watch 2, but like, not really. Did I? Did I spoil the whole anime plot? Okay, what happens at the end with those memes? You son of a bitch. Anyways, trying to call me out on bullshit, and then I call you out on your bullshit. You're out of here. Just like the Cleveland Guardians. Anyways, so episode 2 came out, and it's like, oh dear God, what happened? And it's like, oh. The thing I want to see more than anything else is now that it's been released, I need to know the behind the scenes of that production fiasco, because clearly, and the thing is, all 4 episodes make about like 2 hours worth of content. It could have just been one movie, produced as one movie, and yet they made it as a mini-series. And it should have been a full series of like 5 to 10 episodes, not just 4. It's like, if you're gonna do 4 hours or like 2 hours of footage, why don't you just adapt it into a movie? This is very bizarre. I think before the Discovery Channel merger, Adult Swim did plan on having this as being at least 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 episodes. And then as soon as Discovery Channel took over the reins, I feel like everything went to shit. So all the footage that was previewed to lead up to the building anticipation of Uzumaki back in 2020 before the pandemic even hit, that I feel was all made, okay? Was already ready to go. Because this Uzumaki deal had to have been made at least 2, 3, or 4 years before the pandemic. That's just negotiation skills with studios. So you have to get your budget, you have to get your production, you have to get your animators, you have to get sound design. It's a whole works. So Uzumaki was in production for at least 2+ years before 2020 hit. And they already had basically episode 1 completed. All of that was pre-COVID stuff. Everything episode 2 on up is post-COVID stuff. And you can tell the difference, because when COVID happened, that was a 2-year delay because of distancing. Japan really did not want studios to animate, together, and all. There was a whole hiatus of all that stuff. Then you had a bunch of other shit happening, and then they probably went back to the renegotiation tables for money and all that stuff. And in the end, Adult Swim's parent company of Discovery Channel really fucking cheapened out on a sure fucking home run. Because the thing is, the Uzumaki series has good bones. Like, I like the idea of how they started off episode 1 of, again, weaving in a couple of the chapters and being like, okay, instead of taking this as step 1, step 2, step 3, the book is very much like that. One chapter covers this, the second chapter covers a second story, because when Junji Ito was publishing this, it was as a serialized weekly horror manga for subscribers to, I think, Shonen Jump? Hold on. I can't remember exactly which publication it was, but it was serialized. It was more of a, it wasn't a complete anthology series, like, how American Horror Story or stuff like that, or like Black Mirror or Twilight Zone. It was all in one universe being told, but the stories were a week-to-week basis, like Monster of the Week deal kind of thing. And then it all culminates towards the end, but each one was contained to its own chapter. And so what episodes 1 did for the plot was take, like, the first couple chapters, intertwine them, and it's like, oh, okay, we're gonna weave these in, so, like, characters who were never together or interacting with each other, like, on a life-to-life basis, we're gonna cover all this to make it feel more organic, to be translated from the page into a visual medium such as animation, and I like that. Episode 1 is great. Episode 2 tried doing the same thing, but without like a third of the budget. Like, oh my god, they had to make sacrifices, and they had to rush a lot of plots. And it's like, if they knew they only had 4 episodes to cover the entire book, and they knew their limitations, they bit off way more than they could chew. They should have cut out like half, if not 2/3 of the plot line from the TV show, and it would have been much better. They could have cut the hair. They could have cut Jack in the Box Boy, because that didn't add anything. You had the snail people going on in the background. You could have cut the snakes and all that stuff, even though that was pretty good. So there was a lot that could have been cut to then hyper fixate on the more important arcs of the overall series. So you had the Scar, you have the family with Suchi and Kiri, you have the hospital, and then you have the ending. Everything else that could have worked could have been like side little things, but like the pacing was terrible. The pacing starting from episode 2 all the way to the end was just horrific. Nothing got to breathe as much as the Scar's arc did. The Scar was so fucking good. And same with the father, too. There was a couple of weird little pacing issues in episode 1, but everything was, here are your grand moments to focus on. Here are your fucking major emotional hits. Boom. You hit the audience with it, you let that just sink in, and then boom. Just flawless. Perfection. The timing was great. They knew what to focus on. They knew how long to do it. That was the thing. This is actually, I'm going to go on a little tangent right here. Because I love weird shit. I love Tim and Eric. I love goddamn Tom Goes to the Mayor. I love crazy, wild, wacky shit like Tim and Eric's $1 billion movie. I love that kind of stuff. And with horror's in the same genre as weird fucking niche comedy, okay? Because it's about timing. It's about how long do you want people to be unnerved and unsettling? Do you want them to laugh or do you want them to feel revolted? Those are two different emotions, but pretty much you do the same pacing to get the same results. And so I love those types of either slow burns or really just quick, just completely takes away your balance of like, it doesn't give you any time to guard against the constant barrage of content after content after content. And there was one Adult Swim show that I wanted to love, but I just couldn't, and that was Tropical Cocktails. I don't know how many of you people saw that. It was made by the same guy who made the Greasy Strangler. It's an indie horror film. I've never actually seen that, though. But Tropical Cocktails, I wanted to love. It was so disappointing because the timing was off. When you do something weird and avant-garde, you either let those moments just last way too uncomfortably long, and then you get to the fucking payout, or you just do like, if you don't get pacing right and timing right for gross out shit or horror or just fucking absolutely just something that is absurd, something that is not formulaic, you're gonna fall flat. And Tropical Cocktails was just like, if that had been re-edited to either be like because the shots would linger uncomfortably, but not uncomfortably long. It would just be like weird. You don't want to feel weird and grossed out for the wrong reasons. You want that to be enjoyable, not like, oh, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like it. Like, there's a difference between goddamn Eraserhead and, like fucking schlock that is, I don't know, just all eyes on Neil Breen, that kind of stuff. Or the guy who makes Exorcism Shark. Because you either have Eraserhead or you have Shark Exorcist. Okay, that's your only two genders. One of them works, the other one doesn't. And that's like the same thing getting back into timing, because once Uzumaki starts cramming in a non-stop barrage of weird, wacky shit, you become immune to it. It's like nothing shocking, even though it's fantastic. A lot of those shots are fantastically animated and drawn body horror. But it's like, it's just, nothing gets to sink in and be like, oh my god, it doesn't have an impact. It's just like, It's like being pelted with like spitballs instead of just having like a baseball just flung at your head to like be like, oh god, I'm in a state of shock. So, and another thing about the Uzumaki, I'm going to say this right now before I forget about it. The book is entirely about how everyone is infatuated with Kiri and Suche nonstop. They're just, everyone wants these two people, no matter what. You got the Scar, you got Jack in the Box, you got the fucking horny guy. Yeah, the hair battle. Everyone thinks that Suchi and Kiriko, or not, Kiriko, fucking Overwatch, I swear to God, Kiri, are just like completely irresistible, and everyone wants their eyes because that ties into the ending kind of thing, but I'm not going to spoil that. So the anime completely drops the ball on the fact that everyone is obsessed with Kiri and Suchi. Completely just goes right out the window. Never brought up again. Never brought up once. Except, like, these are our main characters. No, in the book, it's not just because they're the main characters. They are absolutely infatuated by everything. It's like, Jesus Christ. It's wild. So, you get the pacing. The animation, honestly, it's a drop-off, and it's very noticeable. But it still could have worked if they cut out, like, fucking 30% of what was in episode 2 and just focused on what was there. If you're running on a paper-thin budget, you have to make the hits count of where you get them. And I feel like, I'm actually very tempted to do this. I feel like a fan edit that cuts out, like, 2/3 of Uzumaki post episode 1 could actually bring a completely different, like, oh my god, this actually works. The editing has to be worked on it. It's just, there's too many good shots there. It starts to feel like a highlight reel of like, wow, we were able to recreate this from the manga. It's like, okay, cool, great, but you don't let it, like, actually breathe after episode 1. The one time where it actually did feel like the transition from manga to anime was actually fantastic and was even more heart-wrenching than it was in the manga is in the episode 4 when Kiri has to try to save her brother by forcing him away. That is so sad in the manga. But with the fucking sound effects and the acting and the music and just watching it happen, it's so much, like, gut-wrenching. That was a really spectacular moment of editing, pacing, sound design, and fucking enhancing the emotions off the page onto the screen. And that is one shot out of 3 episodes. And that needed to be all the stories that they covered. Oh my god, Jack and the Box Boy is one of my favorite chapters in the entire manga. It is so cruel, needlessly brutal, needlessly grotesque, for no fucking reason. And it's perfect. In the anime, they did my Jack and the Box Boy real dirty. Same with the hair duel, that thing, like, I'm glad they tried to adapt the whole thing, but, like, in the end, it was their own detriment. And then you get those moments from where you wanted them from episode 1, and there's only one really good moment in episode 4 that captures that emotional upgrade from going from flat paper medium into a moving visual. It's like, Jesus Christ, that thing was painful to watch, and it's literally, like, not even 10 seconds worth. And it's still emotionally, like, just like, oh god, please, just stop it. So, Uzumaki, it does feel more like a compilation reel of really good body horror, and then the pacing's just fucking trash. Just absolutely fucking trashed. And then that fucking gif of Suchi falling down the hole, completely one-ups, Berserk's guts walking away, and I was like, oh my god, that was legitimately just the storyboard pitch. And I'm gonna talk about the animation industry real quick, just real fucking quick, because this also ties into the AI pitch towards big companies in order to save money. So back in ye olden days, what you would first do is you'd write the script, alright, then you would storyboard it, and then you would get your artists who are in the animation field, then do an animatic, which is moving the storyboard to the pace and of the sounds, the audio, the timing, get that right. And then you would go into rough animations to do the sketches and everything. Then you would have cleanup and all that kind of stuff. But within, like, the past, I want to say 15 years, because of how seamless, like, you know, you got Toon Boom, you got Adobe Animate, which is Flash, thank you very much. You have a whole bunch of very advanced digital animation programs now, where the industry has pretty much combined storyboard artists and animatic creator at the same time. And you would think that would be financially efficient. Is the storyboard is now moving in conjunction with the show or the episodes or whatever needs to be animated without having to animate it again. And yet studios constantly demand everything you've seen since like 2015 to now is not animated once. It's not animated twice. It's usually animated 3 whole fucking times. And it's such a waste of goddamn money because the execs, honest to God, cannot even take fucking crib notes, fucking sketches, fucking goddamn stickmen timed up. They need to have the entire characters fleshed out. They need to have it completely fucking lip synced. They need to have it cleaned up in the storyboard process. And then you gotta do it again. And then you gotta do... It's such a... These budgets are so inflated and so fucking inefficient, and it's infuriating for those who work on the projects, and the higher-ups bitch that it's costing far too much. And it's like, well, maybe if you just let them animate it one fucking time instead of 3 times for no goddamn... It's insane. It's absolutely fucking insane. And that's why the tech bros are going, knock knock, Mr. Producer. What if we were able to get rid of concept artists and we could animate everything for you right now so that you could get the concept of what it would look like? And then the producers are like, well, can't we just release that as is then? And we can pocket the spare change. That is exactly why the producers and movie execs and all those fuckers who are on the AI train are like, well, we're clearly overspending on our projects, but I mean, I really need to buy a second mansion, so let's keep putting it in the servers to work, I suppose. So fucking stupid. They're already brain dead as it is when they try to fucking... Because it's the Bobby Kotick situation all over again. It's people who only know how to make money for themselves and for those that they promise to make money for at the best. Okay, worst case scenario, you get someone who's completely incompetent, who takes the money, empty promises, doesn't deliver, and is like, I don't know what we're wrong. And it's just like, and they have any type of experience in the field of the business they're running. They just have the checkbooks, and they're not even fucking accountants. That's the worst part. They're just rich. I'm just like, that kind of ties into the fucking second wind little rant that I would like to get onto at some point. Maybe I'll segue and finally cover second wind at this point. But yeah, so Uzumaki, it clearly had a production run from hell. But I honest to God think editing down the last 3 episodes into like episodes 2 or 3, a lot of it can be cut out of episode 2. A lot of that is filler. I think that could actually, highlight the good parts. There's a lot of good parts in that series, but it gets dragged down by shooting itself in the foot, by trying to just handle too much at once. And it's just like, Jesus Christ. So, a little disappointed, but like, I am glad it happened. The Junji Ito curse continues. Alright, Cartoon Network, Toonami, Adult Swim, tackle Tomei now. See what fucking happens, nerds. Come on. Just tackle Tomei. Do it. It's easy. It's not like it's like a billion fucking page novella or anything. Come on, just cover Tomei. What could go wrong? Do it. Do it. Do it, you fucking cowards. Do it. But yeah, pacing, timing, is all that. Okay, I'm going to talk about Second Wind finally. Because I've gotten my second win from I'm getting the sugar rush, and I haven't crashed yet, so let's fucking go. My old man bones are energized. I'm going. So, I was talking about second win back when Cold Takes came out with being like, yo, this company fucking sucks. It's just they wanted to break away from the escapists so that they could become their own escapists. It's like, cool. So, there was a major piece from Cold. I've been meaning to talk about this for like a month and a half. It's been a while since this last piece, and no one's been covering it. And just, I talked about this with Bernie Burns and managing Rooster Teeth, and the same thing goes with Second Wind. Is like this concept of trying to constantly force new creators on the internet to bend and fit inside the preconceived notion of what a normal functioning operating media empire is pisses me off. If you don't like your traditional media job and then you leave it and you take a bunch of talent with you to then create a traditional media fucking company, you learned fucking nothing. You just wanted to be the authoritarian so that you don't have to listen to anybody else but your fucking self. That's kind of an egomaniac move, I have to say so. So this whole concept of people still trying to make like networks work is just like, Jesus Christ. Because there's a difference between, let's say like modern day video essays. You got Eddie Burback, you got Folding Ideas with Ben Olsen, you got Jenny Nicholson, you got fucking Lindsay Ellis, you got a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of content variety. They stick to one thing and they have a team they hire. If they have editors, if they have graphic designers, H-Bomber Guy does animation, stuff like that. You pay them. You're the boss. You pay it. You don't then be like, employ someone and be like, okay, you get to post your videos onto my channel, and then you get a cut of your check to go there, and then you had to make an entire console, and then you had to hire lawyers, and then you gotta get contracts written. That is, you fools, you're cosplaying as adults and you fucking suck at it. Like, this whole concept of making networks, and okay, I know Papa Meat, fucking Meat Canyon's trying to do this too. I know Wendigoon is trying to become a network too, and it's driving me crazy. All you have to do is be really fucking good at what you do, and you can cover different topics, but then you can collaborate with fellow people, like fucking Danny Gonzalez, fucking Eddie Burback, Drew Goodman. They're all friends. They all collaborate with each other, but they're not financially fighting each other for their paychecks. It's just like, oh, I'm gonna make this, and if my friends want a guest star, they'll be fine, then I can help them with their videos. That's collaboration. That's structurally sound. And then you don't have to get involved in the nitty-gritty of trying to run someone else's life. If you want to run and start a new company on your own and you have no business degree, go fuck yourself. Because the very first thing that goddamn Nick of Second Wind did was not hire accountants, not hire people to be business managers, not do anything, hire lawyers. If your first instinct of I want to be businessman TM is hire lawyers, you already fucking lost. And that was the main problem with Rooster Teeth too. All they had to do was stay in their lane of like, okay, we got Red vs. Blue. We can have Achievement Hunter as a nice side project. We can make other things, but like, then they became a media conglomerate. Then they started making Ruby, they started making video games, they started expanding, they got bought out by fucking Warner Brothers, got, you know, Omnicrom, and it's like, all you had to do was just be really good at making machinima. It's all you fucking had to do. Just play video games, have fun, make the thing people love for. No, you gotta be a franchise. You gotta be a living brand. You gotta, you know, it's just. And then these idiots who don't have any concept of human resources, negotiation, contracting, structuring their platforms to actually make money. All they want is to get the money, not know how to reinvest it into the company, and just fucking just completely abuse their quote-unquote employees who they're not even paying most of the time. It's infuriating. And I do not respect any motherfucker who keeps trying to drink that Kool-Aid to make that scam work. Because it's a fucking scam. There is no reason for networking in this day and age on the computer for any type of social media, influencers, none of that. It's a fucking scam, and they're just children. They're children who can drink and get married, have kids of their own, but they're still fucking children. And it's just infuriating. I am just mad. I am so fucking mad. It's just like, god damn it. Getting into the nitty gritty with the second one thing of like it was heartbreaking getting to the Jack Packard part. It's like, god damn it. Just, why are you so bad at the job that you insisted on having in this company as the founding, and you don't even know how to manage the books or do it? I don't get it. I truly don't fucking get it. And this is coming from someone who does audits for fun. Like, again, I'm like some type of weird, like, ancient cursed demon, like Rumpelstiltskin or Mephistopheles. It just runs in the family, I suppose. I don't know. Just some ancient fucking demon. And I'm looking at these fucking just normies trying to be like, oh yeah, we're Mr. Big Shots. It's like seeing like 5-year-olds put on like the suit and tie, like, I'm gonna be just like Daddy, blah blah. And then they fall down in the on the slide during recess and they scrape their knee and they start screaming and crying. And it's like they can't handle this. They don't know the first fucking thing because they didn't hire anyone in business to actually run their business, and they're trying to run their business, and it's just a fucking nightmare. And so I'm very fucking infuriated by the second wind kerfuffle that is going on, and no one's covering it. Jesus Christ. It's just, stop making networks. Make collaborative fucking, mutually beneficial relationships. Don't bring on people who you need to employ and pay health insurance to when you don't know how to fucking do that. It's the line from Rick and Morty of, you hated the stupid government and then you became a stupid government because you didn't know what else to do. It's the same fucking thing. It's just fucking the Rick Lantis episode. Except with video games. Jesus Christ. Alright, drinky time. 60-second ad break while I hydrate. Oh, God. Oh, the motherfucker's gross. And then you got the Mr. Beast situation. Why? What? Why? Just, why does this keep happening to us? Why can't we have anything nice? I reject this reality and replace it with my own. Guys, we're doing really well and we're being successful and we have fans who love our work. Let's fuck that all up. Nice. Business acquired. Business achieved. Hold on. My preview froze. Hold on. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. One more. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. All right, and we're back. Nice. So guys, I just want to right now I'm gonna announce my multi leveled reverse pyramid structuring plan for how to make great business. Just give me your money, okay? It's a great investment because you're investing into me and I will then spread the wealth, okay? No refunds. Just Jesus Christ. I hate it. And then you got other companies looking at, like, Mike Lindell based business decisions and be like, yeah, let's copy that one. I don't know who I could be talking about in that case. Anyways, moving on, sticking on the same subject as YouTube. I've been getting creative the past couple days because last time I streamed Elden Ring, I talked about in the beginning of how I wanted to start recording game footage during the day that I could then have muteless, because I really like the idea of just doing like cinematography in games of backgrounds and environments to just get the aesthetic and just to get the vibes, okay? It's peaceful, it's relaxing. Like, the number one game that I want to cover is the Spyro series, because it's just so... It's my go-to point. This is what it is. However, there's other reasons why I would like to do this, is because there clearly is a new meta going on in YouTube of either having really short content and then really long content. So it's like, okay, I'm bored. I wanna try something. I got the creative juices going. I do want to start doing streams, creative streams that I can then get exported to my main channel of bobfleadip on YouTube. But this new channel is entirely going to be game footage, and it's Pixel Perfect Productions HD. Okay, nice. Not sponsored. It's just my other channel. So, whereas I've tried brainstorming for my other two channels as to what type of content I would like to do, the video game footage is really bare bones. Let's put it that way. It's not a lot of effort. It's just you gotta film the footage, you gotta then edit it down, you gotta export it, and then everything else. So, but it's still fun, and you still get to go into editing, and it's not let's how do we say, it's not brain rot. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, the AI brain rot is everywhere, and I'm just make it stop. Make it stop. I'm so fucking tired of it. It's just trash. It's just garbage. So whereas on this stream before, I've tried doing a couple of tests, like with the lava lamp stream. That was a test, and then I'm like, nah, no, that's too much. So the second channel, I finally started to do Elden Ring videos. I got 3 of them up and 3 of the shorts connected to it. And this, again, I've mentioned, as a fully fledged partner who's monetized, can live stream and all that, because I'm grandfathered in through the YouTube system, I can create as many satellite channels as I want underneath my brand, but they all start out brand new. So unless I verify them with like ID and stuff like that, but there's the option to let them naturally get partnership, which is like reaching certain milestones on YouTube, like watchers, viewers, videos uploaded, stuff like that. Same as like getting like Twitch partner or affiliate status. You have to do certain checkpoints in order to get approved. So that's what I'm doing with this one. This one, the channel can't get monetized. It doesn't have the same leeway my main channel does, with like the amount of videos I can upload, how long they are, stuff like that. So it has to break that. So the first video I uploaded was one from my past streams while waiting to fight Moog in one of my Elden Ring streams, and that was, I specifically made sure that clip was longer than a short, as in the short YouTube video, but less than 5 minutes, so it was like a 2-minute long video of just the door being focused on with the music being played, and then I did a clip of that for 30 seconds, and so on a video that's about 2 minutes long, that's like of the same, just constant, the same thing being repeated over and over again, an idle, or not idle, but what a one-shot ordeal that's 2 minutes long. The analytics on that video is about 20 seconds, and then people switch off because it's like, oh, I got the gist of this. It's very nice, it's very peaceful, but it's 2 minutes and I could be doing something else. As soon as you put the clip on, that's 20 seconds long on the shorts, and it auto replays, that thing gets like 200% views, because people are more willing to let the shorts on the YouTube app just constantly play until they are done scrolling. So like, say the video ends at 20 seconds and then it loops again. Like, people are like, oh, well, this is peaceful, this is tranquil, I'm already in the zone, and so you get like 4 times as much play compared to something that's already laid out as 2 minutes, and it's like, I've seen enough of this, I can move on. YouTube's got a really fucking dastardly fucking scheme on their hands, and so does TikTok, so does fucking Instagram Reels and Facebook. They all understand that once someone is on the doom scroll, like with Twitter, it's just small little increments that add up compared to giving long format things and being like, oh, this is like a movie. I don't have time for this. And then you waste like 10 hours just going through one, you know, after the other. Like, it is built to steal your time. It is gone. You've already lost. You can't fucking fight it. And that's the main thing I've been learning off with the shorts, because I've never done shorts before on YouTube, is, yeah, you can get good traction and analytics on like a couple minute long video, but the shorts are just ridiculous. A channel that was just made is instantly already getting like triple figure views on shorts from just being recommended into likewise fucking autoplay lists. It just gets put into the algorithm and it's like, oh, Elden Ring, play. And then, and this is the part where it gets really interesting, I was like, okay, well, if this is what's happening on a brand new channel that has no viewers, has no internet footprint to it whatsoever, what happens to a grandfathered in channel? So I took one of my older TF2 highlights, one of the best ones that I've gotten done, my Pyro versus Sniper, a Luxman, if you would, an upwards clip from like, oh, it's over 10 years at this point. It's like 11 years ago. I took that clip, which is already like 50 seconds. I trimmed it down to like 20 or 30, and I uploaded it to Shorts. And in the amount of 3 days, that video has gotten half the entire lifetime views on one of my fucking oldest videos because the algorithm decided to show it to people. So this just confirms, again, that if you're making content on YouTube and they don't like the content you're making, whether it's because you say fuck too many goddamn times or any other way, whichever, if they don't want to advertise it in the recommend bars, they're not going to. As soon as it becomes a consumable fucking even worse formatted video, because again, my highlight, I chose this one on purpose because it did really well back then, and it's a classic of mine. It's like, okay, well, this is a normal 19 by 20 1080 just short clip, posted on Reddit back in the day, and it got good views. And it's like, okay, let's try putting it up as a short. It's in a worse format, which is fucking 1080 by 1920, so phone format. I don't advertise it anywhere. Nowhere, except for on the Discord. And it instantly starts getting traction in TF2 clips. And it's insane. It's pissing me off. It's insane that I just take something that is that old, did well, but then was completely killed by the fucking algorithm, whether it was, you know, it had 24 hours on Reddit, YouTube didn't want to fucking, because that was back when YouTube decided, oh, we're not going to showcase gaming montages of like clips because it's too violent and stuff like that. It's like, what the fuck that was during the adpocalypse, like either 1 or 2 face. That was crazy. But as soon as they've launched out a competitor to TikTok, Instagram Reels, Facebook, and Twitter, they're like, do it. Just fucking show it to as many fucking eyes as possible and just make that fucking money. And it's completely monetized. Completely monetized. And it already has half the amount of views as the video that was released 10 plus years ago in like 3 days. I am so mad that this is such an easy fucking way to break the system. I am infuriated because this actually happened to me like a month or 2 ago. I released one of my Isaac videos, and my Isaac videos never get recommended with like Northern Lion plays, Huts Gaming, Bismarck, none of the big YouTubers or Isaac players, streamers and whatnot, who still upload regularly Isaac material. My content does not get recommended in their feeds, but something must have happened because once I started doing old retro Flash Isaac, that got a big bump and got a massive spike in viewers, and people were like, oh my god, I haven't seen your content in like 10 years. It's like, Yeah, because I've pretty much been shadow banned by YouTube, so I don't know what the fuck's happening there. And once people actually get the chance to see my work because it's being advertised to them, they watch it and it gets good views. And then one of my Isaac repentance videos did fantastic, and it must have been recommended onto some algorithm to show off to people. And then the next couple of uploads, all of a sudden, boom, it just gets completely devastated into who it's being recommended to. Because again, people, I feel like, are less likely now on YouTube to actually subscribe or follow a channel anymore, because they're so used to getting the videos in their feed, because like, oh, thing I like is getting shown to me. I don't have to actually follow the content. Whereas like, you're on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, and especially Twitch, because the whole, you know, being a part of the community, subscriptions, everything like that, Twitch is designed to make sure you follow the person that you want to see their content, because Lord knows when they'd actually get recommended to you on any given time, because it's such a big platform. They know that, which is why more people are more likely to subscribe or at least follow your channel physically, compared to, oh, I'm on YouTube, here's something, I'll follow it later. Like, probably, I would say now at this point, half the videos of content creators that I watch and support, I'm not subscribed to on YouTube. I'm not following them in any way, because I know they're going to be recommended to me because of the algorithm. I've set up that I like this content, so I don't need to follow them. You need to follow creators on other platforms to be able to make sure you see their work, but YouTube has trained people to be like, this will end up in your feed, and then all of a sudden you don't see a content creator you actually have been following for like 5 fucking years. Because like, it was mostly people who already followed me or subscribed to my channel. They're like, oh my god, I didn't realize you were still fucking making videos. It's like, Jesus Christ. So, I'm going to be doing more experiments with the shorts when it comes to my main channel. I do not want the main channel, bobfleadip, to be nothing but shorts and about like old highlight clips from games and stuff like that. Only a couple of those I have planned. And then after that, I want my shorts on my main channel to be creative things. So I'm going to be doing a couple of them. At least one for sure is going to be from one of my play the games from Overwatch. Do that. And then I have another one that's Isaac related that I feel like doing it. I don't want to go into my old videos and just clip them and put them on. I want it to be new and transformative content. And it's just like... So... And then I noticed an uptick from people on the short interacting with it. I'm getting comments, I'm getting engagement, and now they're also viewing my old clip too. So that's why I want to do one for the Overwatch Play the Games, because that leads to an entire fucking playlist. And it's like, fucking free real estate. How could I not? And it's just like, it's so easy to see why people just make absolute and utter trash just to fucking mass bomb the servers with useless fucking garbage onto the short play, because it works. There is no moderation, there is no content curation outside whatever the fucking algorithm's been programmed. It's just on autoplay. And it is insulting to people who actually give a fuck. It's just insane. So yeah, clearly people want to see my shit. They just didn't know how to see my shit, because YouTube's like, no, trust me. Watch the Baby Shark remix again. It's like, okay. So, what else was I gonna say? It's just infuriating. So, oh, I know what I was gonna say. So, last Elden Ring stream, I hypothesized that possibly I could stream me capturing the footage during the day without the mic on, and then come back and do the real, like, this type of stream in the night. But after actually doing practical field data testing with the footage that I did upload to my second channel, that's probably not going to happen, because I took the old Moog highlight and I had to recompress that a second time so you had the Twitch compression and then the second export compression when you're done editing it to the format of 1080 by 1920. So that's 2 compressions. And then I decided, okay, I'm going to do some more tests. And then what I did was, for the second upload, where it's the the man versus beast in Khaled NPC fight, which I love, the one where it's the big doggos and the big bird versus all the knights. Yo, Devil, what up? Is that took me like 2 hours. I was filming that nonstop, but not with game capture. I was using the PlayStation clipping feature to try to set everything up, try to get the, to set up the scene and everything. Oh, I had myself a good time. We 10 out of 10 highly recommend the Dunkin Munchkin Halloween bucket. Don't recommend the 2024 McDonald's atrocious Halloween bucket. So yeah, that's pretty good. So now I'm talking about YouTube. So everything's going according to plan. So I recorded several takes of trying to get the footage that I thought would be the best for that clip, and I got the birds and the dogs fighting the knights and all that. And so I recorded that first as a PlayStation highlight, so that's one compression. And then I recorded it onto the game capture, and that's the second compression. And then it gets compressed 3 times to get formatted into the 1080 by 1920 for the short. And it's like, this looks like shit! So those are my 2 tests of 2 compression, 3 compression. And then what I did is, okay, so there was one shot I knew that I wanted to get, and I have plenty of cinematic captures already in mind that I'm going to be targeting those locations within Elden Ring. And so the one from the DLC that I wanted to capture was the golem petting the slime, because it's just fucking adorable. It's great. And it's really fun setting up these shots. You go into the game, you have to clear out the enemies, but not fucking piss off or attack your subjects that you want to do. So you quit out and then you reload and they're all back into their non-aggressive form, and then you capture it. And then once the shot is set up, you press record on the game capture. So game capture still can't connect to Twitch, but it can still record videos to my computer. That still works. There's nothing wrong with that because my computer is not on Twitch servers. My computer does not have a TikTok UI yet. I will never join TikTok. No. And I will never join Instagram Reels. No, thank you. I do not consent to this TOS. So, once I set up the shot for the golem petting the lava magma, I wanted to see what would happen if I upload those at the same time instead of spacing out the main video versus the short. So I released the main video and like 5 minutes later did the short. And those numbers are pretty low, but I have a feeling that once they start getting recommended to more playlists, autoplays, it'll go up instead of like how the other ones just instantly went up. Why is this constantly fucking freezing on me for a preview? I gotta refresh this. The skunk's outside my window. It's messing with my 5Gs. It's filled with so much lead. Stinky weasel. It's the stinky weasel. He's all up in my grill. Alright. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Alright, we good. We back, fam. We take those glizzies. We get them. Oh no, I fucked it. I pressed the C instead of the V. This is pain. Glizzy jam. There we go. Alright, so what was I talking about? Oh, with the golem petting the slime. So I also didn't want to advertise that. I'm not going to be bombarding the Discord or my other social media sites profiles advertising the second site. I might make it its own Twitter account at some point, but that's a whole thing. As long as I have the YouTube, that's the main thing. I want to see how that grows organically without too much outside interference. Maybe if I do like something I capture something that's meme worthy or like unique, maybe I'll post it to like whatever Reddit subreddit it applies to, but that would be about it, nothing else. And so I capture the slime being petted by the golem in 1 compression through game capture, and that fucker came out crystal clear on a PlayStation 4 capture. And I did jack up my game capture settings to record full HD at 180 at 1920 1080, and it looks good. It looks real, and then the short came out really good. It was nice, and for some reason when I uploaded the bird full clip, it was completely like almost muteless, which doesn't make any sense because that was the raw file. And then the short came out in crystal clear, so I don't know what the fuck devil magic happened there. But the golem and the slug came out really good of being offline and just recording at high definition. So what I'm probably gonna do, within the next couple weeks, probably after Halloween, is on my days off from streaming, those will be my days where I capture footage and edit it and upload it to YouTube, whether it's on my main channel or on the second channel. But that's only for the video game based stuff. The creative stuff that I plan for my main channel, those will be streamed and you will be a part of that. And then you're going to see exactly what kind of shenanigans I'm going to be up to. Because I don't want to just go all out like fucking giant production values for 10 seconds of materials. No, I'm going to make easy to create content, but it will still have effort put into it. It will still be creative. It'll still be worth viewing. It won't be fucking shovelware kind of shit. Like, oh my god, it's just getting so bad. It is not going to be just AI Jesus shrimps all over the place. However, I was very tempted to create a short series that, as in shorts covering just dunking on AI artists, and it'd be real easy. And oh my god, the teenager angst in me just got so bloodthirsty from back in the day of like going after bastards nonstop. Like there was something primal inside of me being like, yes, go for the throat. But the problem is, I'm not even going to tell you what the idea was, because I don't want anyone going down the road of being like, oh yeah, I could try that, it would be funny. No, after weighing down the options of getting involved with any type of AI critique, even if it is to dunk on them, you still end up feeding the trolls in one way or another, and you also have the possibility of teaching them right from wrong, which is why I'm not going to do any more, artists versus AI things. I will still dunk on AI artists. There's going to be future streams coming up. Don't you worry about that. We're going to get severely creative, okay? But you don't want to teach, you never want to correct your enemy. And the AI prompt engineers right now just need to be absolutely ignored or sued into oblivion. Like, do not interact with these fucking absolute fools. They are just unhinged lunatics, okay? And so whereas the series that I planned on mocking them would have the potential to go viral, and I'm not making that shit up, like, it would have been really easy to make low bar content that completely eviscerates them. But it has also the problems of becoming viral to the point where people would then take the original critique from the artist and spin it around to therefore make it mainstream, consumable. That type of artistic critique cannot be taken and turned into a mainstream concept. And then you have the other problem of, will this therefore exploit the artists who were stolen from by these fucking monsters? So it's like one of those fun like revenge fantasies that brew up in your mind, but I'm not going through with it at all, and I'm not telling anyone what my concept is. If it happens naturally or organic, someone else comes to the same conclusion as me, so be it. But I'm not gonna be the one pulling the trigger on that idea. It's shelved and it's in the vault. So that could have been a thing that happened, but it will not, unfortunately. It's just it's nixed. Okay. So instead, I do want to focus on material that I want to create, that I want to publish, that I want to share with people, instead of just having a revenge fantasy just go absolutely completely out of control. That thing would have been like a wildfire. Just calm down. It's kind of like you get those certain things of being like, oh, if only I was 15 again. It's like, I'm gonna be 35. I don't want to deal with drama. I gotta pay bills and shit. So I still have the bite. I got the beast in me. I got the dog in me, bro. But like, I'll go do things that actually make people happy. I'll stick to that. It would have been so easy. But yes, the streams that I do want to do that are creative, those will be streamed, and then they can be compressed or whatever, so be it. Don't give a shit about that. Because they'll be shorts, and the type of content I plan on doing that will just be consumed, let's put it that way, once posted on the YouTube in their edited form. But since my second channel, I do want to make extremely well captured scenic footage from video games, and I've already posted on the information of that second channel is this footage isn't mine, in the sense that I don't own these games, so if anyone wants to use this for B-roll or in any other projects, you have my permission, because I do not technically own the rights to Elden Ring. I just want to share these nice little vignettes, and if you like them, then so be it, and enjoy. So I'm making it free for the public to use, so I don't want, like, crunchy fucking artifact fucking... fucking zero pixel integrity, just white noise. It's just static. Here you go. Here, this is what you get, little Billy. No, I want to release actually well captured footage, so that'll be my little side project. But everything else that is going to be posted onto my main channel for short wise will be art stream related. Now that'll happen in November. Okay, I got a lot of Halloweening to do. Okay. I got stuff to do. But this week, I do plan on editing my at least one, if not multiple, of my old Overwatch Play the Game highlight reels to upload to my short reel on my main channel. So that's what I'll be doing. But otherwise, streams will return post my liver healing from all the Halloween parties from now until Saturday, okay? Oh... But, yes, highly recommend the Munchkin bucket, 10 out of 10. Even though mine didn't come with the straps, and the lid is simply to cover and not be functional. There is no little thing to keep it attached. But I still like it. And if you do end up in my situation where you don't have straps and you would like straps, you can just get a couple of, like, zip ties and connect it like that, or some string. If you took, like, a piece of string and you tied it to, like, 2 beads, that would catch it, and that would be completely usable then. Just get some rusty nails and just start bashing it into the plastic bucket, and it'll work. It'll work. But yeah, so those are the things that have been happening in real life for me, my future plans of what will be going on with my content, and getting really pissed off at idiots fucking role-playing being adults. Jesus Christ. Just hire someone to do the work that you don't know how to do. It's not that hard. Stop. Stop with the fucking networks. Why does everyone want to be Machinima 2.0? How does this keep happening? How do people keep getting boozled? Just stop it. Get some help and stop it. I am so mad that Meat Canyon and Wendigoon are doing networks. Just... it's not gonna end well, but let's see. Maybe they'll be the ones that turn it around and figure out how to make, a company work when no one has any business degrees. I feel like that's the thing about, like, millennials and younger, is constantly want to break away from what's already been established. Like, you have the 9 to 5, you have jobs, you got, people invented glass, and it's like, I need to make myself special and to stand out, so I'm gonna make this new invention called fucking robo screens interaction, so you can see what's in the freezer, and you have to pay a service fee to keep it running, because it requires like 80,000 lithium fucking voltage batteries to get, and I was like, but that's just called glass. It's like, no! Don't you insult my beautiful creation! It's just, how do we complicate something to make it our own? It's just so much worse. It's the opposite of innovation. It's just trash. It's just fucking trash. It's driving me crazy. I keep watching Shark Tank and these new Mr. Entrepreneurs. It's just, that ain't it, Chief. Nope. But yes, I very much want to read the Play Nice book, but not at $30, Barnes & Noble. Not at $30. I gotta read that book over there. It's gonna be great. I hope everyone's going to have a fun time just lead up to Halloween time. Get as many, as much candy and potatoes as humanly possible. Let the traditions reign supreme. And then I got some work to do. So that's the little mukbang catch-up video that, well, I didn't make ketchup, but as in catching up. Not catsup. Okay, not a Marge Simpson-esque dilemma. There's a lot of other things that I do still want to talk about, but I gotta start making some Isaac videos, okay? I gotta get back into the Isaac. It's actually funny now that I have to stream the PlayStation onto the OBS. I'm wearing the PlayStation drip while playing the PlayStation games. Finally, after all these years, technology has advanced. But yes, and the Halloween stream will be not this week, but next week. And I do plan on playing, quote unquote, Nightmare Kart. Totally not Bloodborne Kart. Starring your favorite, most iconic video game character, Nicholas. Not Mikolash. Nicholas. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm looking forward to that. And we're almost done with Elden Ring. So we got I already know what my birthday stream is going to be. And you are not ready for me turning 35. None of you are ready. You're not ready. This has been in the works for an entire life. You are not ready. So get hyped for that. I'm going to be 35. Jesus H. Christ. So wish me luck on getting through my holistic psychiatrist. She takes my insurance at least. Can I write off power crystals on my tax, forms? Is that possible? My chakras are gonna be decimated. Oh God. Anyways, so bucket, 10 out of 10. Dunkin Munchkins donuts are good. I like the lid. It's pretty nice. It's got multi-purpose post. Having donuts filled inside of it. I like it. It's nice. And you can just buy it for $2 at Dunkin if they have it. Just ask, I just want the bucket, and they will gladly sell you $2 of plastic. It's like, get the fuck out of the line now. We got like 18 people waiting to get their goddamn horrible coffees. So, I mean, that Dunkin' was packed, and like I was the only one getting the Munchkin bucket, and everyone else just wanted their coffees. And like, no, I'm getting my bucket. Shut up, nerds. So 10 out of 10. There will be more Halloween stuff to go, but now you know why the past like week plus I didn't have any streams in between. It's just like, not today, Satan. I had that dream for a reason. I gotta keep my guard up. Haters gonna hate. I can't have it go. So until next time, stick around, stay tuned, and peace out. I'm so congested, but I'm filled with sugar. All right, bye.